$400 million ship Titanic, the unsinkable, sank. Why? 2,200 passengers on board, but there were only 20 boats and there were no boat drills. Why? Titanic had the communication equipment, but why it was underutilized? There were binoculars on board ship, but why they were not used? Captain of the ship, Captain Edward Smith, with 30 years of naval experience, what mistake he did? Thomas Andrew, the designer and architect of the ship, what mistake he did? Titanic, when hit the iceberg, had a 300 feet gash. Was it right or wrong? When did the Titanic broke into two pieces? On the surface or when it went deep down into the sea? What is Titanic 3D model and what is Titanic mapping project? What shocking facts and discoveries 3D model of Titanic has revealed? Let's analyze this and find it out. Ladies and gentlemen, on 10th of April, RMS Titanic Royal Mail ship started its maiden journey from Southampton to New York. Titanic was one of the largest and the most luxurious ship on the earth at that time, as claimed by its owners and its manufacturers, White Star Liners. Why Titanic was luxurious? Because there were 4 restaurants on board ship, a grand stairway, a state-of-the-art gym was there on board deck, and a hot and a cold swimming pool for the passengers. In fact, only for the VIP passengers was there. There were 3 categories of the passengers: the VIP, the second class and the third class. All of them were given facilities according to their categories. When Titanic started its journey, there were so many gossips around the newspapers that the Titanic is unsinkable due to its advanced cutting technology. Why it was called? Because at that time, Thomas Andrews, the designer and architect of the ship, first time introduced the compartmentation. Approximately 16 compartments were made in Titanic, which made it unsinkable. So, with all this mindset of unsinkable, Titanic started its journey towards New York. It took some passengers from Ireland and then it continued its journey towards New York. Before entering into North Atlantic, there were so many warnings were given to Titanic by the other ships that there are so many glaciers are there. These warnings were ignored. You know why? Because that time Titanic owners and management wanted that they don't want to slow down the ship. They want to reach to the destination in time. So this was the pressure which was there on the captain of the ship. So they did not slow down. They continued with the same speed and ignored the warnings of other ships. Just before hitting the iceberg, the lookouts on the crow's nest were there but without binoculars. Why they were not having the binoculars? Because there was the same mindset that the ship is unsinkable, so there is no need of these binoculars. And also, there were no board drills were done by the crew to train the passengers in case of any kind of emergency. And what are the board drills? Board drills are basically all those drills in which you are trained for any kind of emergencies like abandoned ship. Why these board drills were not done? The answer is the same. The mindset that the Titanic was unsinkable.